The guests Johnny Carson disliked the most. Johnny Carson was one of the most famous TV hosts in America. He made late-night talk shows what they are today. But behind the smile and jokes, Johnny had a darker side, and there was one guest he couldn't stand. Johnny Carson first made his big appearance on TV in 1962. He took over late-night TV and became the king of the genre. People loved him, but little did they know, Johnny was hiding a lot about his personal life. He wasn't the perfect man that many thought he was. Johnny had grudges and conflicts with many celebrities, and he kept them all secret. One of his biggest struggles was with his own family. His son, Rick Carson, had mental health issues, and in a time when mental illness was rarely talked about, it caused a lot of tension. Rick was sent to a mental institution, but Johnny stopped visiting him. Sadly, Rick died in 1991 after a tragic accident. This strained relationship was something Johnny never truly spoke about publicly. Johnny also had a major problem with alcohol. His drinking was no secret, and it often led to bad decisions. In 1982, Johnny got a DUI after driving under the influence, but he laughed it off in interviews. Even though he admitted he had a problem, it didn't stop him from drinking. But Johnny had a special dislike for certain guests, and one of the most famous was comedian Bob Hope. Johnny didn't like how prepared Bob was for his appearances. Hope's jokes were always scripted, and Johnny felt they lacked authenticity. He preferred guests who were real, spontaneous, and connected to the audience. Another guest Johnny couldn't stand was Wayne Newton. Johnny mocked Wayne after a failed real estate deal, and Newton got so angry that he showed up at the studio to confront Carson. Newton later described Carson as mean-spirited, and they never got along. Johnny also had conflicts with other TV personalities like Joan Rivers and Tom Snyder. Johnny Carson's feud with Joan Rivers began when she accepted an offer to host a late-night show on Fox, airing against The Tonight Show. Johnny, who helped launch her career, felt deeply betrayed, and their friendship ended. Joan later revealed in her memoir that their relationship had been more personal than just professional, including a brief romantic fling. The fallout was so severe that Joan never returned to Johnny's show. Johnny had a strained relationship with Tom Snyder, host of The Tomorrow Show. Johnny criticized Snyder's lack of energy and spontaneity, calling his show stiff and uninspired. This dislike culminated in a drunken rant about Snyder, highlighting Johnny's occasional moments of frustration and jealousy toward other TV hosts. Despite being one of the most famous TV hosts, Johnny Carson was far from perfect. His personal struggles, alcohol issues, and conflicts with guests and friends showed that being a TV legend didn't make him immune to flaws.